Hi guys, and welcome back to At Home with Elisa. Today I wanted to plant sweet peas. Sweet peas are very special to me. My grandfather used to plant them when I was little, and he used to pick them for me and put them beside my bed in a cute little vase. Every year I try and make sure that I grow sweet peas. Unfortunately, I have missed the St. Patrick's Day planting day, which is usually traditionally that's when you plant your sweet peas. I did miss that this year. We just had some crazy weather here, and it was actually pouring at the time, so I missed the sweet pea sowing day. However, better late than never, and I actually wanted to do where I try 3 different ways of growing sweet peas this year. Additionally, they can be a little bit hard to germinate, so I don't want to risk not having them again because we didn't have them last year because we were in the middle of the move. However, this year I want to make sure that I don't miss out on them, so I'm trying to germinate them 3 different ways and grow them 3 different ways, and hopefully that means that I should have a bumper crop of sweet peas come spring. That's my goal anyway. So the methods that I'm trying are, every year I have just planted them and I have managed to germinate my own, so I'll be doing that as my first method. The second method will be actually pre-soaking them, so I've been soaking my sweet pea seeds for a couple of hours now. Hopefully that helps as well. And then the third method is actually something that I saw from Urban Veggie Patch, from Lee at Urban Veggie Patch. She actually pre-sprouts hers in like Ziploc bags, so I'm going to give that a go, and then once they germinate then I'll plant them on. So hopefully between the 3 methods that I'm trying, I should have some good germination rates, fingers crossed. So these are the seeds that I've actually had soaking for a couple of hours. I've just got 8 in each bowl. As you can see, I've got a few varieties that I wanted to try, so I'll show you those varieties that I'm growing now. So the varieties that I'm trying to grow this year are sweet peas singing in the blues, because who wouldn't want a blue sweet pea? Sweet pea perfume duet, they're a highly perfumed one, so I'm keen to give those a go. And sweet pea Bijou, I think it's called Bijou mixed, they're from Mr. Fothergill's. I'm also trying sweet pea Norman Wisdom, which is a plain white, which will go with anything. I actually have really big plans for this one, so I'm excited about that one. Sweet pea Nimbus, which I thought was a bit different, so I'd like to give that a go. And sweet pea Valerie Harrod, which I've had before and I think it's just beautiful. So they're the varieties that I'm looking to grow this year. Alright, so I'm just about ready to get planting. I just need to go and get some supplies from the garden area just behind me here. I need to get some potting soil, some seed trays, probably some compost, and maybe a few other little bits and pieces. So I'll go down and grab those and then come back and get planting. Okay, so I've got all my supplies that I need from the garden now, so I just have to do my labels and then I can start sowing. So I've written all my labels down now. I did write some on plastic baggies. For those, I'm actually going to put some paper towel and put the seed inside the paper towel, damp paper towel, and they act like little greenhouses and they will make the seeds germinate, hopefully. So that's the plan for the plastic baggies. The other tags I just had are I cut up milk cartons, just use the milk bottles, and I just write the name on the milk bottles, so they will go in the little greenhouses that I've got. Okay, so now I'm ready. I will just get these nice and damp. I'm going to soak them, not have them run away. Bring them out. And in here, I just want 8 seeds. So I'm just sticking with 8 because I'm dividing up equally what I have. So this is the Bijou mixed one. And with that, just cover it over. Find the right bag. And seal it. So now what I'll do is I'll keep that somewhere nice and warm but not in direct sun. And hopefully within about 2 to 3 days they should germinate nicely. So that's how they go. You can actually just put a little bit of extra air so that the paper doesn't stick to the bag, and that's it. So I'll just finish off the rest of what I've got now. Okay, so those are all done now. That's with Lee's method from Urban Veggie Patch. I wanted to try 3 different methods this year just because we are in our unofficial monsoon season, so I don't really want to miss out on having sweet peas in the garden, so I thought I'd try 3 different ways of doing it. So that's the first one. That essentially will act like a little greenhouse, and within 2 or 3 days I should have germination, and at that point I'll pop them into some soil. So the other ones that I'll do now is the next one I'll do is where I've pre-soaked them. So I've pre-soaked the seeds for 4 hours, maybe a little bit over 4 hours. I've pre-soaked them for 4 hours, and I'll just plant those straight up now, just into potting mix. I got a new brand of potting mix and I'm really happy with the amount of compost it's got in there, so I won't add anything else in there. I don't want anything too big in there. Okay, so that's the first tray done. They are the ones that were soaked for 4 hours. Now, I know I need to add some more water into those because these pots actually need to be almost well, they need to be very, very wet, and at the moment they're not. So I'll do that in a minute, and then I'll pop the lid on top, and hopefully I'll have some germination within a couple of days, but I'll keep you updated. Okay, so the last method that I'm doing is the method that I usually do each year. I have had good success with this. It's just basically just planting them in pre-moistened soil, just leaving them alone. So I have done this previous years and I've had really good luck, but just with the weather the way that it is at the moment, I'm not taking any risks. So I'll plant those just the way that I usually plant them now. Okay, so that is the last lot, and that's the way that I normally plant them. I just put them in pre-moistened soil and let them do their thing, and I usually have pretty good germination rate. Oh, I need to cover one. I usually have pretty good germination rate with my sweet peas. I do have quite a bit of success with them, so I just didn't want to miss out. They're all covered. I just didn't want to miss out this year because I do love sweet peas and I have big plans for my garden for spring. Cover those now with a dome, just like that one there. So thanks very much for watching. I'll let you know in a fortnight as to how the germination goes for those. Hopefully I have some sweet peas just as lovely as I did at my last house, which I'll include the photo here. It's just beautiful, and I'd love to have a burst of colour in the garden come springtime. So hopefully the weather doesn't kill them all if I actually have to put them in the ground, because we're not sure what's going on with the weather, but fingers crossed, and we can have a nice spring garden. That's our plan. So those ones that are in the plastic baggies, I'll pot those up into bigger pots in a day's time once they've all germinated, and then we can see which one is the success, who wins the race for germination. I'll let you know. Thank you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will put another video up very shortly. Thank you.